Yeah. Wow. Rolling.
Wow, unedited, uncut. Just record and upload.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because we're lazy.
No, we're not. We're not lazy. It's just, with the work, the editing kind of,
Yeah, filming, editing, just we don't have get around to it.
No.
We subtitle our videos, do not get around to it.
No.
So if we want to bring out more regular videos, this is one way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. More simple. Yeah.
So we've been, let me talk about for work first.
Yeah.
You want to interview me about my work?
Interview about your work?
Yes, ask me, how is your work going, Patrick?
Well, how is it going?
Going fantastic. Thanks for asking, Petra.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's going well. It's I'm happy. Petra happy too. It's really weird because we're finally having the amount of work that we were hoping to have when we started in the beginning. Yeah, now we have it. Better late than ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
And because of that, we finally have the enjoyment of seeing our budget grow. And with our budget, it's also our wishes are growing a little bit. We start to dream again.
Indeed.
And because the work is still in progress, it means we made a decision for the coming months. There's one thing that we don't want to do the coming months.
We do not, or we're probably not gonna travel. We're gonna focus on work primarily.
It's a difficult decision because we see many people already leaving.
Yes, we're jealous.
We're a bit jealous about that, but it's the smart thing to do. And, when you're traveling, you're focused on traveling, crossing countries, looking into restrictions for areas, seeing if campsites are open, finding campsites. Things can go a lot wrong when you're traveling, like breakdowns, lockdowns. So you don't want to be traveling and having the need to work at the same time.
No.
So as long as the work is there, you just cannot travel.
No.
So it's a luxury problem. It's a good problem to have.
Exactly. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
So it's the added bonus is that we do not really need to worry about travel restrictions for a couple of months.
No.
And it gives us a bit of time to see what's going to happen with that. Are they going to be lifted, lowered, raised? Will there be new lockdowns? So we'll know that in around September, October when we first start thinking about traveling. And something we don't occupy our minds with too much, even though we do follow the news about it. But for us it's not relevant at the moment if we're not traveling at the moment. So.
No, exactly. It's as simple as that.
So in September, October we'll just make up the balance and we'll decide.
Yeah, take it from there.
And by that time we also have an important decision to make.
Indeed.
About our van.
Yeah. Will we fix her up, or will we go for a newer model, another model?
So I go for a new model.
What?
I said a new model. Tell me more.
Okay. since starting the van life, we've always dreamt of a steady bed and a dinette. But
it's coming into reach. That dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's finally manifesting.
Yeah.
And you might think, why do we want that? It's because of our lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Contains a lot of working, so we do need a good workspace, and we don't want workers interrupt us when we have to cook or when we have to sleep. It's just nice to park somewhere for a couple of weeks and leave your work stuff on the table without having to clear everything off every time you need to cook or every time you need to sleep. It doesn't sound like much, but if you're doing it for 365 times a day, in the morning,
a day,
365 times in the afternoon or in the evening when you want to eat, and 365 times in the evening when you want to sleep, times 5 years, it's a lot of times that we have built up and broken down beds.
Yeah, true.
So we're kind of done with that. If we have a choice to improve on that side front,
Yeah, we will.
so that's what we are thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want a motorhome with a bed and a dinette, we have to find a bigger motorhome than this one. This one is only 5 meters long, 1.70 meter wide, meaning you cannot build a sideways bed in it.
No.
We tried that. Watch back our first year of van life, second year of van life.
Yep.
This Mercedes model is not able to do that.
No.
Even our Peugeot Boxer was not able to do that, even though it was wider. You could have a bed in the back, but it was also your dinette, so you would create the same problem for us.
Yep.
We have seen motorhomes who do have a bed in it and a dinette, and that's minimally what we're looking for. Before we venture for the third time into Europe.
Yep, exactly.
Because if we need to buy a van, a motorhome, it has to be in the Netherlands. So we need to be here anyway to buy it. We don't have the money yet to do it, so we have to work for it first.
The European Union.
So we might as well stick around and then see in September, October how much we accumulate and what our options are.
Exactly.
And if there's anything for sale in that time. Because many people who have those vans and motorhomes already went south,
In
probably.
storage.
Or storage.
South. Yeah.
So, but that's...
No, that's,
I mean, we did try the whole do-it-yourselfing route with this Mercedes. You can watch back in our first year, second year. We always had the same story that we're telling you now. We said we want a bed, we want a dinette. We had some people who are very handy work on the van. We tried some do things ourselves also. It wasn't the prettiest, and it really didn't work just because you're limited to the size and the width of this van. And we would need to look into motorhomes of at least 6 meters, 6.5 or 7 meters long, and at least 2 meters wide to check the boxes of what we minimally want. Everything else is optional, but nice to have. We'd like to have a garage so we can store our things, the big things, the laundry machine, the winter clothes, camping chairs. We would like to have a little bathroom area, either to shower or to use the toilet in, instead of like making your whole van your toilet. When you have to go in the body, you have to close everything up. We just would like to have like a separate room where you go in to do your business. And the rest of the van is not affected. That would also take a bit of weight off, add some more comfort, and of course a kitchen countertop. What is all optional, but what usually, if you go for the bigger van, they usually have all these things. But for us, the most important one, it's not the fridge, it's not the countertop, it's not the garage. It's not the bag carrier.
No.
It is the bed and the dinette.
Yep.
That would add so much comfort and luxury for us
Yeah.
that
Wow.
we think it's worth waiting for to go
Yeah.
south again
Mhm.
in full comfort and luxury.
Yeah.
Because if we get locked down, at least we'll be locked down in luxury
In comfort.
and comfort.
Exactly.
That's kind of what we missed from our first lockdown.
Yes. Hopefully that was the last, but nowadays you never know.
Yeah. And that's another reason,
Yeah.
if you look into traveling now, if you go traveling, even it's sort of advised against it still, insurances might be hesitant to cover any damage you yourself health-wise or your motorhome vehicle-wise might not be covered by your insurance at the moment. So that's something to consider, and something that we think is important enough to wait for.
Yeah.
Other people, they don't care about that as much. They already left, but they were not locked down last time in the lockdown.
Exactly.
And not many people were, but we were.
Yeah.
So we have the knowledge of what that entails, and you can watch it back in our videos, the whole long process.
Yeah.
But it has made us a bit more careful.
Couple.
And it's sad because we have friends that we want to see and visit in the south.
Yep.
But we will visit them eventually.
Of course.
But on one hand, you think, okay, let's leave now, go visit them, be there tomorrow.
Yes.
But on the other hand, it just makes more sense to wait. And we have to be in the Netherlands to buy any other motorhome if we would want to. And
So,
that's unfortunate because we're getting a bit fed up with the Netherlands already. Because you're just constantly going to places you've been before. There's not really anything new to explore for us. Besides from the occasional bad campsite. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Well.
She's hoping for a kissy.
Oh, kissing. Okay.
So this case is basically our plans. It's just first world problems, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's boring for you, but good for us.
If there's no work in July and no work in August and no work in September, we're going to keep this van and we'll have to figure out a way to get it checked up and fixed up and prepped for a third journey. But if there is work, we'll just put it towards on the budget for the next one. So it's exciting, it's scary and exciting at the same time. But we're both, after 5 years of full-time van life, we're both ready for that next step. Because it's a van and we live in it, but it's not a home yet. It's not a home yet. We just want our office, our bed, our kitchen, our bathroom.
That's it.
We're ready for the luxury. And it's it's an investment of a lifetime, but hopefully we can enjoy that motorhome a lifetime. Hopefully it's like this one is still the in-between van between going out with a mini camper. We just needed something and we bought the first thing that we could buy and afford it wasn't bought with the long-term comfort or long-term luxury in mind.
No.
And so it was a good fan to buy, but it's not the right fan for us in our current situation. It was in our situation last year, but in our situation now, this year, this fan is not the correct one for us.
No.
And maybe we can make somebody else really happy with it. And we're sure we can.
Yep.
But for now, our focus is on finding Penny the Fifth.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
A lot can go wrong still between now and September, October.
Of course.
But we are confident. We're hopeful.
Yep. Yeah, indeed.
So if you like this video,
Give us a
give us a thumbs up. And I saw in the analytics that almost 75% of people who watch our videos are not subscribed to us.
No.
Yeah.
Why not?
And we don't know why that is, but if you click on subscribe, it just means that when we upload a video, you get an email
Notification.
or a notification saying that we uploaded a new video. That's all it is. There's
Nothing more.
nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
And if you do it, if you click on it, it will help to let YouTube know that more than 25% is subscribed to us of our viewers, gives them the signal to promote our videos with a wider audience.
Yeah.
So it is, in that sense, it's, if you want to help us, just subscribe to us. It will just help the algorithm promote our videos, so we can grow a little bit more in our viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to do that, we're happy campers.
Really happy campers.
It's not obliged, you're not obliged to, but if you want to help us get the subscription percentage at least up to 50%.
Yeah.
It's now 25% of the people who watch us are subscribed. If we get it up to 50,
That would be awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
I see you in the next fan or the next video.
We'll see.